When mother be say, they pay the school fee for the pikin then. So when they pay the school fee for the pikin then, I go able to buy dress for my pikin now. That day when mother be do for me, I tell God thank you for that day. You where they born pikin, you dey go school, the pikin day, you not go able to take care for until day, they pay school fee, they buy something for your pikin then they all don't pass for now. The one safe, if you pikin don't go learn, it get energy for you to man. That benefits not to eat, not to matter be eat, and I eat.
Kina babinya bone ngo ifasi mulenga sia mutu maskihu ende botongo tia ise ko school papa tia ngwa ma de iya magbobu ko buku botongo na afefetwe college ko kale made ho evi pa na da.
Now we don't get good school picking there where they go school, where they know they pay school fees. Where we parent themselves, if it's primary school picking them, they don't give them way for they feed them at school. Every afternoon they eat. So the way school they off, they beat their picking they broke banga on the streets. But now where they don't eat, where school off, they broke banga again.
When the president they go around.
We built the Nyapui Senior Secondary School of Excellence to improve the quality of education for girls in Kenema. And also in the future, we must expand the coverage to other districts if there is a possibility. The focus of the school, as we all know, it is
Ni famude unakushe unakabo. Welcome to our favorite program, the Slpp Weekly News. We are again. If you watch it through the Green Movement, please share the program. If you watch it through on Facebook, the Green Movement, share. If not YouTube, share. And also on Twitter, share. Well, we can keep the record straight. This is not Slpp Weekly News. We don't see beaucoup things then they go on in the media, and we want to keep the record straight. We don't see somebody they call John Idris Lahai, where he call himself former SLPP member. They ranch him out. They talk all kind lies, all kind allegations, just to bring this government down. Because of the education system where they don't see is strong, the international community, they don't embrace them, they don't see Sierra Leone now on the map as the item of Africa. APC Tolombo Toge Pambodi, the Mamikos party, the party non-value education, they use them for let it tarnish the government in repetition. But we keep the record straight today. We also got for talk about the Magbele Bridge. We see the Tolombolis, then they don't know the history, they don't know the background of the Magbele Bridge history. They see the fact and factual and the truth, but they won't hide them. But they keep the record straight. The Green Movement, I have with it for. They will therefore also multiply the gender bills. Why it's important for the House of Parliament to pass this bill here. But however, before I continue, I want to use this opportunity to introduce DJ Force, the SLPP DJ, the biggest PRO we get. Let himself tell what I do. Then before we come with the grassroots mama, to can't keep the record straight. Comrade DJ Force, I'm glad the way you're on the platform. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, Dima, for bringing me and inviting me to the studio. Fellow Sierra Leoneans, this now on our usual program, the SLPP Weekly News. I believe we all don't follow this program. I tell now thank you, now they can follow we, and I greet you now out there. I don't need for introduce myself again all the time when I see this face, when I hear this voice. But I'm always happy for the join the SLPP and Sierra Leoneans, both internal and external follow the camp, they educate ourselves about the good job of we president and how we country don't they transform. Thank you, Dima, for bringing me into the studio.
Thank you, DJ Voss. I'm glad the way you're on the platform. Now, the woman where they keep the record straight, Madam Tenet Baka. Welcome to the program, Madam Tenet Baka.
Hi, Sugalinians. Other people that will they watch this program here around the world. Una morning, una good evening. They can't keep the record straight. Magbere Bridge, and also the gender bill, and other topic they will go rub mouth. Una welcome to the Grey Movement.
Thank you very much. That is Madam Tenet Baka, the woman where they keep the record straight. I'm glad you are getting team now. Sierra Leoneans, we all don't see what they can go on right now. Now the media, but it good because when President Bio, even when within our opposition, he talk and say social media is very, very powerful. Let we use the social media to educate people then. Because one of the things we make today, people that they misuse social media, they give people them misleading information them. Now, because of most of them, they don't learn, they don't educate. The Tolongo Toge Pambodi, not agree to value education because they believe say when people then learn, but education hold what another country they, go fool people there. Like the way the Tolongo that they grab, they fool, most of them Tolongo fools them. But however, we get presidents we don't say, one less alone, let nobody fool us alone. Everybody forget sense, everybody for learn. If you know you left and right. Now make education as a priority. Now that country did. But we don't see and we don't understand now because of what the APC Tolongo Toge Pambodi, they're not able to do within the 11 good years. Now they don't see the president be upon all the pressures, the crisis, he will stand down, he will say, I will map tour to make sure my country go on the map. The items of Africa, when I've been Sierra Leone, people then they take them, picking them from Europe, America, Germany, Japan. They send on a salon for learning land. Let them get a value education there. But when APC take over, all renting and die. Now we don't see the education sector, it don't boom, it don't team up again. We don't see people then they can come now, right now. They want to associate themselves with salon. We don't see people that when they look for their DNA right now to match whether na salon they come out for then they can na salon. Why this did it happen? It happen because we get a better leader under APC administration or regime. That not be the happy. Everybody be the run away from salon. Corona, virus, Ebola, mosly, corruption, all these things. But now President Biodon come and say, all them stigma then we will clean them and wash up now. We let it go one side. And we all don't see them. But because of them set of greedy politicians then, when they don't mean well for me and you, they don't mean well for when I'm picking them. They want to tarnish this reputation of this government to the international community. Now, even want the small picking where they wake up, they get that momentum, they get that zeal to learn. They want devalue the education. But we are not going to allow that. Now, make to keep the record straight. The Grey Movement. So I come back now to DJ for the SLPP DJ. You don't see all the good things that this president can do for let this country go before. You don't see in priority now be education, woman them, gap picking them. Everybody right now, they don't see the education, don't value. But we see one somebody will come out, they call himself John Idris Lahai. It a rush amount just because he get free Wi-Fi. He said President Bio, they invite him for let it come work on a salon. And according to your story, what he give, he say we say if they work, they get 10,000 plus per month. But he want kind of salon to can work. Now, he can't not get the work, but he don't begin blast na the media. So today, Madam Tenepaka DJ Force, I want to use this opportunity to keep the record straight about this thing here where they go on. I come to you, DJ Force. What's in your take on that?
Well, John Idris Lahai in Saga at the beginning from there. But before we go start on or talk about John Idris Lahai and the Dominion University where they try for mock at the education foundation where President Bill don dey lay, where that make we travel na United Nations per education summit, where they don't begin to recognize we na the international standard now in terms of education. Well, let we go back and start or look at when this university started, because not only inside this regime where this university don't start. Let we go back and start for remind with people them when Pakaba became a power in 1996, where we begin pay school fees 40,000, where you get picking pass for go school, and we'll bring on vocational training institutions. We make sure say after the DDR program, resettlement and rehabilitation and remobilization take place, everybody be focused on education, and everybody, every god child, the government in the Republic of Sierra Leone by then, under the SLPP regime, when I be late Pakabadi as president, they make sure say it be focused on their picking them, and whosoever get interest in education will begin pay school fees for picking them. Now, who can about education? We not be get such university in Sierra Leone. Now, after we were overpowered in 2007, Nai and Nkrumah established this Dominion University na Maisiaka or Waterloo. Of course, Waterloo. Now, this university, most of the cabinet ministers inside the APC administration, na that degree they be tender na parliament where an Nkrumah be able to give them responsibility. Now, this John Idris Lahai, it use this past executive the mistakes for blackmail this government. Where already everybody knows a SLPP, they're not able to give responsibility when you cannot be able to address yourself. They need to give you any tax inside the party and inside the government where they form. And they try for use this Domino College or University for weakening the Freetonians, because not so every Sierra Leonean they want for weakening their mind. The people, the opposition, where sit on a Freeton and where they cover in the northern part of Sierra Leone, where fee say no more education, not for exist na Sierra Leone, and we for go back, who say our country we don't damage, and who say our country we don't crack. Now they operate with this John Idris Lahai, where they try for point finger on this government because they don't see say this government is being recognized by the international body through the manifesto of our flagship, free quality education. Now, we don't begin to give scholarship to Pekin the way they take first. Now, every schools, we don't begin to give scholarship to Pekin the way they come first across the country. For me, we make sure say this next generation coming, they're not going to be parasite in our society. Now APC they fed for destroy. This Domino University owner don't begin the year. Now APC and it's come now the councillor. Now the councillor that this university. Now you get them. Most of the administration, most of the appointee ministers, many of them now this degree that they use now freedom. So the job one for, blackmail the government here because the truth no go ever hide again in Sierra Leone. Yeah? Now God make sure say they bring the secret of APC to this government. Because at the end of the day, we say government will not be the area about Domino University. Why now? Why now? John Idris Lahai don dey try for can make like na the government responsible for Domino University, wherein we meet a university in the first place where na inside dollar wey they pay the pikin wey they go inside that university dey, none of them no get was exam or was a result, but they admit them na their university dey. So at least we just dey try for encourage Sierra Leoneans them for make them no pay attention on the weaker ones in the Republic of Sierra Leone, both internal and external, because if they find out say then why back wey we don't let Sierra Leone for 20, 25 years, 30 years, where they don't can find themselves na America, England, Germany, Australia. Now then they use the social media for wicking with people and where they don't see say the government don't come with benefit, profit for them. Yeah, this government don't come with they call future hope for the pikin them, because at the end of the day, President Biodon Tota fit say once we able embark with resources on we pikin them, then pikin them will grow tomorrow. They look after their parents. Nine they want for destroy. Nine APC want destroy, and then why we want destroy this? Then are the weaker one in our society. Make we not listen to them. Thank you, Dima.
Thank you very much, DJ Force. You know, DJ Force, you don't hit the nail. You don't hit the nail. You don't, because one thing where I like what you talk about the foundation, the history, because I can always say a river cannot flow into the forest without breaking down the tree. So I'm glad the way you touched the root cause. Now we come to Madam Tenekbaka. You don't see these things, Madam Tenekbaka. What are your advice to Sierra Leoneans then? What are you on take?
DJ Force, he don't talk all, but I go rub mouth this small. First and foremost, I dey address John Lahai. You see, the problem we get na salon. I don't tell when I be don't talk and Friday. The problem of we the Sierra Leoneans there, the badat, which we not get love, we not get empathy for each other. In any situation, if not to greed, now they lead with to what they do. John Lahai, if he dey inside Australia, now yeah, he can't do his masters na South Australia, na Adelaide. You know, say the country where he come out, Australia, yeah, then they call you for can't give you job. You dey go apply for job, then they advertise job, you apply, you go for interview. If you go for with white people there, once you qualify for a position, then they give you. Me all the areas then where I work. I know one day they don't a bad person ring me say we'll get job now I can't take out. No, now me they go online and search for me job, I apply for me job, I present me CV when I resume, me qualification they will get, I back her up, I go interview, then shortlist, then they pick we. So waiting at this thing you say then call you for job, you don't go, now you do a PhD. If the job not right, so you be don't left salon, you don't know the situation of salon. Not so everybody inside SLPP forget job. Now these people they need for understand. Then secondly, the society where come out, Australia, what's how sit down they talk. Not so everybody get job now this country, yeah. People they create their own job for themselves. You create your own job for yourself. If you don't find out, say, before ever you go, according to you say they don't call you, you for always prepare for the unexpected. Because the issue on they face na the wall, the higher expectation on they get from people there. Now I make psychologists then say individual in society. In anything when me they do, I not get no higher expectation, and so God make me. I they always look at the second side. Say, if this not work, waiting get for be the next thing. I not get higher expectation. Once that human being that they deal with, I not they expect nothing from anybody. Now that make it very difficult for let somebody hurt me or disappoint me in anything. Because I will always believe saying a human being it go change anytime, any hour. Waiting at this thing now, you don't cast it on social media. You compete yourself where you not used to. You don't begin to go lie. They call agricultural minister. They all the people there where they talk, where they call their name, say they get fake qualification. Sylvia, you know, embark on nobody. na agricultural minister no more he talk about, then they go holla say the government sit down, they talk nothing. Wey APC wey open dominion, wey una ministers dem all na fake qualification dem get, because dem be don cover up this thing here wey President Bio don come out with the free quality education. God don expose dem. Dem dey try for show to the world say even the one wey dem employ dem and put dem na the job, they are not qualified people. Una dey mistake, na very big mistake wey we dey make. Tonight I dey recommend to President Bio, may send you secret agents dem na all dem department dem, whosoever get dominion qualification, let dem pull am comot there. Let us see who that not get better qualification. Let us understand. Then think say na munku dem dey deal with, how dem be munku. Na dem qualification dem need dem be present. The time when dem dey appoint dem, some man dey go car with fake credentials dem, e dey present her fake degree there, then dey present her na Parliament House through that dominion there. Now when they don't expose them, then they twist and the other way around, like say na SLPP they don't count her for just project the image of the free quality education, say not to better thing. Now they don't count her, but na APC now them become dominion. Then they count that rebel university where they say na Lincoln, where they not even met the criteria then for become a university. President Bio some things and they wanna go for take harsh action against them guy, because it's not funny what them they do, so it's not funny. It's not funny. Social media they go a very long way. Una really got for treat them guy sometimes with iron hand. They don't take this they are down to school. We see them both school bobo. Now the politics they not put her inside the bobo is inside school safe. The other one get the red handkerchief the inside. They say dominion then they dance dominion Now them be don't count dominion. Now them be don't count dominion. Whose university where they can abroad now so? Where you no go get one lecturer self wey sabi you, or you no go get your own enrollment card. So John Lahai, if you don't go, you no get job, you get a PhD. Why you no go set up a project where you go ahead and do it? Sometimes dem go remember you next time. Why you dey be a company? Why you dey be a company? If you be see somebody dey do something against the president, where you no wan let the president a flagship work, you put am behind a done a different story. But for the mere fact you go and pick on your company, not so they refuse you for give job. Don't always call you say get work for you. You not go expose in self say na so they do. You they go and frame lies against the company. It's totally wrong. That's very unprofessional. It's very, very unprofessional. I'm highly disappointed in you. If you go left Australia now, for let somebody call you for go take job na salon. Then you not tell and say Wusa Adenaya send the job description la apply for her. Because now that me believing. Now that me believing. When election done then they ask for people then CV. Now ask the other person, I say wait ba. Why they ask for people then CV? Why you not go advertise the job? Let somebody apply for her. Why they collect people then CV? The same viciousness when they collect people then CV for pick on people then. I say una too vicious. Now the same thing like this guy I don't care with. They go and pick on company where don't go see them get their job the way then they do. Me know they come on and oversee now, so I go begin first post again for office inside salon. So be very honest, I know they do. Because oversee now I got help with for little canaya. For little really prepare yourself will take small okay go salon. I wonder why who say some man then kid. What's in this thing now? You be got job that they pay you 10,000. Why you not get for go get 10,000 for months? So why they go and fetch the company? If really what you talk not true, I'm highly disappointed in you. Everything DJ first don't talk. Now this free quality education, 9 and 1 for the, make like say now lie the president they do or what he said, but he's highly recognized. The whole world don't recognize the free quality education. And then when they go and do that, when they go and make that provocation. Then self no say education important. Some of them then stuck. Then put them in certain places there. They're not able to deliver there for 11 good years because of lack of education. Now which 9 they do there? Now which 9 they do there? Now the rights of them picking and they for let them get access to a quality education. Every government now in responsibility now every society for make sure say the pikin them under the rights of the child. If we go na the United Nations, you go online sef, you go check am. Na the responsibility of the government for give quality education to pikin dem in society. Na so you dey raise a better society, not a way dey go raise people pikin dem dey give dem drugs and alcohol, dey land and then street gang business dem. That dey damage your own very society. Na that don make a lot of country dem, na South America, na Africa, wey tey the people dem no settle dey, all wetin dem know na war, because the entire generation dem wey dem dey raise na for dey go and cause trouble. Now the government don bring something for make sure say the next generation dem brain no go dey like that one dem wey dey na media 24/7 for the cause mami cause, because na lack of education na dey lead them to that. If dem really educate, somebody else no go keep im own pikin at house, then e dey tell you say let e dey na media, let e dey cause mami cause, because dem no get nothing wey dem hold on. Even dem don travel come abroad, dem no able fit inside the system. Wey dem tell dem say una go do course, dem run, we dey go fair money. At the end of the day, the work there wey dem dey go to, dem no dey able do am. Overseas don hard o. That street cleaning sef, wait man no dey give black man again, because money dey for throway dirty na wait man dey do am, black man no dey do am again. Solar hole for the man, but na the right thing na President Bill do. Na the right of the child for go school. And President Bill, as e dey pass the gender bill inside House of Parliament, let the right of the child for education dey. Anybody wey refuse for putting pikin at school, wey the pikin don reach 5 years, or even take am na nursery school, let it be a crime for anybody wey dey refuse for putting pikin at school. Because this thing, if una no make am as a policy, let the legislation dey, people dem no dey gree for put dem pikin dem na school. At the end of the day, wey dem be drop out, na dem dey go and sell pocket hand dem na street for the job people dem phone dem na street. I hold I am.
Thank you very much, Madam Tenekbaka. You know, Sierra Leoneans, you know, what we dey try for educate people then is simple. I hate dishonesty. Anybody will not honest to himself. Politics thinking can we play in politics, but anything where they affect that country, they affect them beginning day. Anybody where you don't see what you know one day happen in that country, and you want because of your own passion and benefit, you want destroy them picking them future. I swear to God, them future not go destroy. Now your own future go destroy. Because would I go wake up in the morning where they find something for let it eat, they also they look for money for let it pay in picking school fee. That burden alone, that opportunity alone, where them picking they don't get. Some of we will not be get that opportunity. Some of you, mama them, who papa them, they go na farm, they go broke, they go make farm. Some of them they go na hunter them. Some of them they go do the other small business and to send win at school. Yes, today, President Bill don't take that away from them picking them. They don't put that burden from them combra them. Where some of we be there at school, when it reached examination time, when they say na exam time, at the time you will not pay school fee, you better the boy. Because they point you, and they point at you, they say come out. And then they drive you, they come out. You people they will retain and don't want to let you miss that exam. This alone don't come with a good collage for them people, then them mommy, then them papa, then. But because of selfish interest, APC, everything at them. Without APC, they're not in a power. Not enough for that happen at that country. Day. Now only evil Montaman will get that mentality. Day. So now you're already teaching for Madam Tenekbaka. Before we hit them, I just want this a small scenario. Where President Bill can process, where I see President Bill, all man they grab and they take CVs, they read the CVs, mean so university, na masters, how many master, how much I don't get. If anybody smart, well, I come out. I not talk about anything about me passionate or me credential or what. No, because I know they go see President Bill for let President Bill give me job. I they do what they do because we don't see say what President Bill they can do for that country. They is more important than any other thing. Some of we are content. We find job there. We can now because of the little education that we learn here, that we can we empower ourselves again. We enter at the school, learn different language, and also enter today among the society. We they talk, we will talk, we will do something. We not go boast with them. But now because of the foundation, what we able get. So when President Biodon come to build that foundation for we for embrace them, you na John Idris Lahai, you call yourself a Mende man. If you're not a pure Mende man, a pure Mende blood, then are you vain. And not to mix one. Oh. I swear to God, you not go devalue what President Biodon Pandu because of your own greediness. And that vendetta where you get, you, my brother, I'm sorry for you. So it's very, very unfortunate you say you now SLPP. In fact, when President Bio be the opposition, you be the campaign for him with fake ID, fake pages there. So it's look like now when get them fake account there. Oh, now they jetta people them mama there. Because you don't get the audacity, you don't help, you don't believe in yourself like the way Madam Telekmakasi don't so. DJ Force you don't under. Demand the great, all man they watch, they know. Yeah, the SLPP, Bobo. There is no hiding. But you say it be the hide. So much of this guy in story, we want to keep the record straight. Now, man, them, when they only care about themselves. But because they know able get what he want now, they want bash as incompetent. This is not the whole reason me salon family. So this is a really painful. You know, but however, any statement DJ Force or Madam aspect.
Yeah, and agreed. Now lead on to that. And we say him be the campaign with fake accounts because he not be believing President Bill. He not be believing the agenda at all not. Now we don't see the reality he won't come. But one thing no more we get for teller. You go run, but you not go able hide. We don't pick him up. You go run, but you not go able hide. You will be for Sidon and they get $10,000 a month. So if you don't get that money, you get sober projects go na salon. You go sit down at corner, they do a project. You go sit down, they company minister then you company then when a minister then they can't spend you. Now they play and laugh. Now bad that greed. Now salon man gets greed. The issue of salon laziness, begging culture, bad that greed. Now I don't lead with so. What side we did today? The prayers no more I get for putting inside that situation. There. But salon man get bad that.
Before we talk about John Idris Lahai, we get a education board with Sidona Piton. We get the police. From where this guy don't they go over radio, where he don't they try for blackmail with ministers or this government or the country as a whole. Any police don't invite them? Any police don't call them? For men, he can't give evidence because you know what go Sidona almost say. People there inside the government I will hold fake degree. Where from when me born as Sierra Leone, Siakisi not ever show in photo who say he graduates na ABC. But he say he get master in a master's, in a PhD doctor. So Sylvia Blighty then they get them Domino University qualification. May anybody when they follow this program, may they ask Sylvia Blighty may it show we who say in a graduate where they inside a degree coach. You know that? But 24 hours is saying in a master's.
How about Samora Kamara? 2 times when they call her for now the House of Parliament, when they again appointment for let 2 times.
So now, if this man don't provoke this government, police don't invite him. Police don't invite this man for investigation. You know, things the way they know they accept now this part of the world, and they accept now free tongue. If they see man, they come on and they go try for peace. Law no they na free tongue. Police no they na free tongue. Government no they na Sierra Leone. Everybody just they can go back with their laziness. They know they can investment go. Like when Madam Telekmakasi they talk. They know they can company they go, but they go for go dirty the government so that government go change. The weaker ones will kind of power for country for people again. So I encourage His Excellency Dr. Julius Manabiu and the Minister of Education, Attorney General, the IG,
this bobo made arrest and a free home.
You know they free to sir. You know they free to. I don't think he did it. You know they free
well, maybe he don't come out. Maybe they did it.
Maybe they did it, but they don't travel. I think he travel back. You know they did.
Okay. From where this man they under, they not able to lay hand on her. They not able to arrest him. Yeah. I see them days back where some of the education department goes on 98.1. Man, we're not in the country as engineer don't they talker. Why therefore they discuss about issue not at all? Yeah. So
no, but you know what happened?
Everything.
Sorry, let me tell you. You know what happened? Why did they discuss on like radio democracy? It's simple. Radio democracy, you know, they not get issue. The only issue we then get is to sit down to talk about fake propaganda things. Then you understand, eh? But me not go blame them because I also blame the government because if the government they go to SLBC when a government broadcast to promote them. They know they promote SLBC. Now, radio democracy, all them ministers, they all they go sit down. I don't know that because of their woman, then OT, but they all that they go. They abandon the national broadcast TV for letting the promoter. They know they do another day, they go sit down. And then picking the way you see so that Khadija, Botiyo, that other Bobo, the other one, then also APC Bobo there.
Yeah, but I mean, somebody
interview for no except the iota of the person, the qualification. Who done that one there? Which is at the level of education?
Well, I don't consider on Akisio Minister of Information. He goes sit down the way he undertake interview with them. Some of the words the way they use, the adjective words the way they use, the phrase the way they use, they not can understand. They not even get the meaning. Now, I can encourage the Minister of Information where they go there, at least let it break the English language down because this man, na linguistic, nice study. Let it break, like me, it teach me. It teach me in school. It teach me in school. So let it break the linguistic down, they go to follow, they go to understand about some words and the way they talk, they see that they ask repeatedly. Yeah, that particular radio station where they call, na media rebels, na they don't they, na political rebels, media house nowadays. Because they know they talk anything in good of the government.
No.
They know they come on, go schools to schools for they see how we teachers that they work hard for make sure say this free quality education is succeed. And President Bio, anybody maybe don't can tell you say therefore bring volunteer teacher inside with teaching institution. In the whole world, they don't have volunteer teachers. Sierra Leone, this now be the way where APC be the fed. For me, they can't inside the system of education for can't dirty this free quality education that you hand. Una disband this volunteer teachers. Would they get people the way they graduate every day in Sierra Leone? When somebody graduates, make it apply. Una not force person for become teacher. Let person in volunteer say, me, I want to become teacher, make it apply. Una get a license for let go teach. Now, all these demonstrations, when they go and call for teacher pay. How long they get for the raise teacher they pay? How long? From West Sierra Leone OP, every day teacher they demonstrate, say they for raise they pay, they for raise they pay. How long? Now them mobile away APC be don't recruit them, who don't can give them pin code. Now they turn around, they take this government. Yeah? This government they struggle. This government they weigh a lot of taxes out there to the public. Just for that, we make sure say we become happy in our society. Now, this volunteer teacher who they be not bring kind of institutions them. Now they don't they take now they fetch we. They fetch the SLPP inside Piton capital city. Now the whole gateway is for destroy the quality Minister of Education David Senge for let them discourage them. Now they don't start so. All these volunteer teachers they encourage the SLPP administration and purpose alone for better. They need direction. For me, they dislodge all volunteer teachers. You don't graduate. You want to become a teacher? Go and apply. This motor sport selling in our school, we are tired with it. Because the picking where they go, they force the picking them for letting they go take money and the mama they hand, just for they can't buy the motor sport them. They say they know they get paid. But the teachers, the way they get paid, they know they agree to do the job. And that infighting, let's talk. Would I get pin code where you miss the class? May they not pay you. That's not my recommendation I go let now.
Thank you very much. DJ Force, the SLPP DJ. Fan would have not just joined this now SLPP weekly news. Yes, now we join to the second topic. We don't see say President Bio don't go commission my Bridge, this Berry Bridge here. Now, since President Bio don't commission this Berry Bridge, APC not they sleep, no they butu, no they team up. Now, we don't begin hearing boku stories them from the APC. How they say government of continuity, yes, where we don't lay foundation, what you can you do the person will lay foundation. Now you forgive the praise to. Before I comment on them, I want to tell one thing. Rex, would I start not to get the praise? Now would I finish them? I say I want Sierra Leonean to understand today, to the APC Tolongbo Toge Pambody, Rex would I start not to get the praise. Now would I finish them? Now, in this category, let me tell you now, would I finish up or would I start up? Now, me and you be no say, when Pakaba be the can na power, what kind of power? The country it be don't damage, but put things and the infrastructure it be don't damage because of the rebel war. And Pakaba emission was peace, to make peace sit down. And we make peace today, Mother Building, that they fed for that peace day. Now, Pakaba get a project, then we account Bumbuna project, we even honest by Kruma. In your brother, it be the team the cable them, and a woman that the crown go na Guinea, they go sell and the cappers. To tell una say the Tolombos, the Hulolos, and the Hulalas, I am Piden, na Tifman them, na Santi Boklia them. And as by Kroma, young brother, and I be the same part there. Now left that. Former President Ahmed Yankaba built a foundation, a handing over note, a day. Where he said, now this and this and this and this, I want to do them. He left the money there, $100 million. Muku ka for pa jollof. Muku teacher. When no get nothing, no get told. No, it come a for pa jollof. Where you can power, it get a see all rent in the but Sierra Leone allow not make that mistake we make again. When you go give somebody when not illiterate, when somebody when not go school, when not educate, you get power. Now this night they happen today. Because Anes by Kuma, he was an honorary teacher, a school teacher. He no be know nothing about life, but because the life where they expect a young time, he not able to get them. Now he make mukudoka for pa jorof, it just they scratch and enjoy them. So all that foundation they want to build, what did he do? He scratch all, he use all the money to enrich and say. Now he make today inside Sierra Leone, Anes by Kuma, he's the richest man in Sierra Leone. Can you ask the question why? How much in salary? How much they be the pay? Where today, Anes by Kruma will become one of the richest man in Sierra Leone. Where a network, when they know no more globally, now 100 million. Then they know they part the one that way he put inside a girlfriend and name them. He put inside then drugs, cocaine dealer, man that way he get like the one we go open that month with the hold. Can most say them. The other one them. Could you imagine? That money then they wait for infrastructure and build bridges and other things them. You know do them. They eat all, they couldn't do all. Now when at the end of the day, President Bio don't come, he left the country into austerity measure. The white man them, they say that project they be don't abandon. They say because the money when I give Anes by Kuma to eat them. So they don't forget about her. Past President Bioka again go lobby around, to go talk to the people them, to read the European Union them, because you know say they get governmental developmental project there. Lobby around them, clean the aspect. Now they don't see say President Bio as genuine person, they will give the chance. They give the chance. They don't do them from 2018 to now. But today, APC that they pass around, they cause mammy cause because of what the President Bio don't do. For the 11 good years, they're not able to do them. Just like how they say they could be Cornell University, they're not able to do them But when President Bill don't go the foundation, they pay bill and they say in 6 months time they go wait bill. But however, I come back to DJ Force and Madam Tenet Baka. Keeping the record straight on Berry Bridge.
Let the guy then go rest. Then they train a bench. That money where them collect na European Union's their hand $40 million. Then just go chuk around that bridge there. In fact, they don't give contract to people that when they mine bauxite around that end. Then secondly, now that money they where they embezzle. Then Brass Spider, you see that bridge now they cross go na in hometown. He not make that bridge. Instead, he go give 250 million. A president be the fet. The fet himself, he said a president be the fet. Somebody will get blessing. Who job bless? No man cause. So you go fet President Bill. And then they don't CMB they don't go collect 250 million in hand and say then they go make a chairman of EU. That you know so no more high fool. Not a fool no more. You know to president again. Why be there as president? Why you not go spend that money there for be head of AU? Now why don't come on? You know so even opposition leader. You just fix yourself. Pada one and day. Then munku there as I call them. Say na chairman for life. Then they go spend 250 million. You know $1 million. You don't even get that common sense. Where the whole deal them they pass. But head of consortium. Now I run the deal for her. Now the other organizer CMB day for her. So Governor Clarkson in prayer. Now meet you so. One not miss you. That money, that bridge money, wait 40 million. Now make you don't go lost 250 million because you big here, you know they satisfy Mr. Spider. So now the Berry Bridge, President Bill don't complete her. Yeah, in a finishing night they do. They don't complete her. On a promise we take 11 years road network. Go side they pass for go. Weekend every weekend. People then they die, they see they not fix her. Now President Bill don't fix her. He get them illiterate squad there. Then on social media they go and curse people. Then the same one be then on social media they say this and I get for can be head of AU. Now they show now go bring go down there when they come monitor the election. I say I want see though. Then they talk like say then they talk to stupid people there. As them begin the topic, me I don't see ahead. Say this is not possible, safe. So the allow no waste with time per and the whole country don't see. Pass them full man they way gets where they control under in court. And then the remote control under in court. The same illiteracy where President Bill they say let them go school, let them open. Every day they tell una say education not cheap. Una sit down una get a president when member is sorry for una. You can't tell una say do ya. Una can't go school. Let una eye open small. Una they refuse, una go regret her. That then happen in Nigeria. Where the Yoruba they be take the education. Today they are the highest educated people there in the country. So who would they embrace her? And they encourage everybody who believe in SNPP and President Bill. Whether you come on at the north, you come on at the east, you come on at the south. Now western area wanna embrace that free quality education. Education at the entrance to war gates. If not to education no more, that one then they see so the Berry Bridge President Bill don't complete her. Then they go and argue back na social media. Big fool. Because them brain don't turn charcoal. That Berry Bridge day, everybody don't say na salon say na President Bill na complete her. If not them be starter, we tell them thank you. With the 40 million with it now make Spider don't lost. That money they in triple now lost her. Now salon people then swear. Now some man to say get sure. Salon man then swear. Salon people then swear now all and so. CMB then knock and down. DJ for say the man they come on self, nobody in close fine. He say forget. He left small letter to go in the coat. Then tell us say can't take the appointment letter. Where go not see office, you not see nobody. Forget for button in jacket.
No, so much
Now so
I go
much
so.
I go so.
The
Mumu
chopper.
soja. Mumu soja sit right there watch her.
No, the chopper.
The
Yes,
chopper,
DJ
yes,
Boss.
DJ Boss.
Well, me
Well,
today I want for draw Sierra Leonean their attention. Say anything way British man be don't let we na Sierra Leone na APC destroy am. So their facilities the way President build on the bring am na APC they fed for come back to power for can't destroy am. They not able to maintain am, even if God able make the come to power, which we don't know which year is that. But as President Bio say, the bridge they serve we 100 years. The 100 years APC get for the in opposition. They put them in opposition. But today, this speech, I want to talk to Poloko people. If Kabbalah, they vote for SLPP. Tonko Limba, they vote for SLPP. Maboroka, by elections, they candidate, they vote for SLPP. Poloko, with all the development them, with all the law way President Bio they show now. With all the development agenda manifesto where President Bureau take to now. He said, go akana poloko. They tell the free quality education. Or hands of our girls in all rich age. We go now one school. It go me so they get picking there, all get picking there at their hand. Now, where the hands of our girls don't come, that benefit don't reach to poloko people them. Now the picking they all don't take education serious. And Losa don't they get one of the biggest education picking way don't they pass exam where they don't they pay scholarship for. Today Poloko still they left the SLPP. They go vote for APC. Poloko. I am worried for Poloko district. Because somebody no go love una. Kadisi say President Yo SLPP. Now he appoint the first female president.
Yeah, we don't lose DJ Boss.
First
Sorry.
female vice president as a running mate to President Bio. So Poloko district. Me I be don't tell now. I don't want for the repeat myself. I say not to vote someone at the vote to one seat. Number 11 Alpha Can at the word that too. We need seats na Poloko district, yeah. Una don see late paramount chief PC Alikali Molu. Na in name dem Gida Bridge. Na very big honor for una. Oyibo select you for leka. Una not turn woman wey hate man. So me I no dey repeat myself. I be don give una the message. I say Poloko district.
Yeah. That side where you talk, I want to talk small. You know, if not honest by Kruma, we don't do this. Where President Bill don't do. You know what they do? A name the right day, honest by Kruma Bridge. If I don't write the name, they say this bridge here, this Macberry Bridge, the honest by Kruma Bridge. Yes. That's what if I don't do. But
Munku. Dem say poor man get orgade. Na window they go anger. Munku na munku. When somebody don't be munku, it dey force for less Sierra Leoneans and recognize her. But everything we don't end up for do na error.
now thank you very much.
So
Madam Tenapaka, before you wrap up the program, I want let you talk on this gender bill because now they don't care the bills. The gender bill in the House of Parliament.
the mala complete her. The development wey don go Poloko. Kailan wey give the highest votes. When I they bring the most light for APC, they not get them development in there. So Poloko is left to now. We don't already tell President Bill say that woman will not like you. No matter what he get, if they left you go follow one small bubble. So down at the case study down there, we don't give una. If una not give us 2023, 9 that's yeah. We don't go say bye bye una will get salon. But the development una don't get on a new direction. It passed Kailan where they give the highest vote. So he left to una. because President Bio believe say na national development na in rights and responsibility for ensure say e link cities, countries, the provinces then to other places, then I make e be that bridge dey for boom the economy back na una area, because road dey bring development and e dey boom economy and also bridges. Until una dey pull parable say wey kind of una go gather up and una go make hala anything wey dem hold una wey dem give una hold like una go vote for APC. APC go can destroy that bridge dey back for una. Una see the dust, instead of dem build hospital for una na Poloko, na hotel dem go be 100 rooms for pass there una 12 years old pikin. President Bio don say pauper Poloko for better. He left to now. The ball dey now una court. Leave my law move on.
That is the message from Madam Tenepaka. In fact, before we move on now, we'll wrap up the program. We want to talk about this gender bill here. So you as somebody with the advocate for women, for gender equality. And now we don't see President Bio don't submit gender bill in the House of Parliament in order for women to get more power in the country, they go able to get job, at least let it be 50-50. In Western world, 50-50. So at least with Sierra Leone, we able to get 50-50. Let women then get more chances in public offices and other opportunities than they get. Let man they not marginalize them. Me are really happy for that bill, and I encourage the House of Parliament for letting really pass that bill there. Because we want to see more women in the House of Parliament, decision makings, key positions, strategic positions in the Sierra Leone day. So, we really want to see that, because I believe, where women get more opportunity, I believe they could do a lot more than some of other ones, the lazy ones, the way at the end of the day they cack by the woman, they marginalize them. Like for instance, before I give you, I talk about like the trade industry down there, it being very, very dormant. Past when they call that woman, the man, I or something, where it can they make that whole system change, So I give you Madam Tenet Baka, for the let you talk on agenda side. From there we'll wrap up the program.
The gender side, I'm happy with President Bill don they bring and come to the Parliament. When we look at the CEDAW, the elimination of all form of discrimination against women and the rights of the child for the best interest of the children. Them a lot of pikin and the way they abuse them, then parents and they born them boku, they're not able to look after them, then they care, then go for government to then fumble them. That don't make them pikin and they're not able to get a better education. Let there be a policy inside that gender and diversity bill where they go make sure say compulsory let pikin go to school. And also the number of women in a parliament, they say 30%. Then the really fear at the side of the women there. Why 30%? Women they contribute greatly to the economy of every society. So why 30%? Even the one that will not go school, where then in a house, now then they cook for the man there, where the man then they go work. So at the appeal to President Julius Maada Bio, let them increase the percentage of the women there to 40%. Then the 20%, let the young people then also get a stake. Because why would they empower the women? They let not forget about the young people they also in our society. As we they begin for give them responsibility, now so then go they feel say them belong. Because when you include somebody get responsibility, it go take that responsibility they serious. So when we look at CEDAW, then they very good for the women then. And also let you look at, let that be the labor, let you look at sexual harassment in the workplace and also workplace bully for the women there. And also women the way then they do trade. For let una see how best una go address the issue of petty traders, small businesses for women there. Because boku don dey na san. through that Sunday outside in the city, they don't get sickness. And this child protection issue, when a sexual harassment, this SGBV, now because of that where the bill they go to parliament. This will make it be a strong policy for letting people them get the thing, the clear message. Let the Ministry of Development link with NGOs then. Let the NGOs then they travel right around the country, make them educate people then about this new policy. Because that's the only way where the people then go get the message clear. Where they educate them, say this now the law this. When you married pikin when are underage, na problem for you. That go stop the early marriages. A lot of things then they happen inside salon, but lack of education. People they're not really aware about this bill here right around the country. They know about the hands off my girls, but follow them get NGOs there where then go be partnership with the government for go around then chiefdoms there, involve the chiefdoms there, involve the elders then at the chiefdom, involve the religious leaders then, because sometimes then they use religion and culture for cover up some of their sexual abuses then where they happen. Say this like not be police case, this na your uncle, this law address and so, this na family business. Every day as I sit down and they talk, every minute more than thousands of girls then they abuse them inside Sierra Leone. So let the message go down to the grassroots, to the people inside the village. We don't get access to radio. Let them train people then we get for go around for go educate people then about them thing here. Because it's very sad. Inside 100 women inside salon. Now 2 go come and say they don't ever abuse me while they young. If they go on continuously, people that were close to family, people that were no family, siblings then, cousin then, now then they act they then uncle then. Then grandpa then say for then they put them picking and then a parliament. This la remember this wire. President Biodu ya the big inside that bill they una put. Nobody not for pin. Nobody not they put somebody in gear picking in foot. Whether na young picking self enough for put in foot. That law they inside Australia. Nobody not the pin picking in foot. Because then grandpa them back, they be don't catch them. Na ya boku. When then they abuse them. Then grand picking when a boy picking and girl picking. Let that law they come inside salon. Nobody no get rights for put people girl picking in foot. Whether you be uncle, you be brother, no, enough for be. So now very good thing down there. I hope say the parliament they not go bring Kaluka inside. They not go begin to why again say they not agree because this it affect every household inside Sierra Leone. Do ya with the beg una approve that bill there, the sexual harassment, the early marriage na salon, let them stop her.
Thank you very much.
It don't make the onboarding at the society in that part of the world. A whole lot of force as we go more.
Thank you very much, Madam Antoinette Maga. Yeah, DJ Force, what's in your take on this? Then from there, you give final statement. Then we'll wrap the program up.
Well, gender belong in a parliament. Me, I call on President Biu after 2023 victory with 68% to form government. If he really want in second term in office for able achieve in dream and able let this foundation outside Udago can take over for we. Let the ministers the all be woman then. Now so Zambia president don't do. All the ambassadors spread across Europe. The honor woman, put no man. I see where President Biogo Napoloko way say where empower woman. The nation they can't look after and in picking them. The picking them where they born, and they can't look after. Sierra Leone, we allow we practice now, but we don't use man then. Now there we public offices. We don't use man then. Up to this day today, man they sit down and preach on when a ministers them, they cut transformer them. Arrest nobody, but if not be woman, Like they don't arrest all them about the way they go and contract for them. So come 2023, we the lost in a parliament. When we win the 68% to form government, let there be all women in the ministries. Because at the end of the day, let us use the woman in Alba for long will be Sierra Leone so that we go speed up for catch up with the European world. The president, you really want to go where we go Sierra Leone and they go the crown and ground. They go beg and for can't take power back. Now Sierra Leone, we don't give power to the woman them. We don't give power to the man them. Now man they in the House of Parliament. They turn rare boy drugs dealers and they holler at the president where they give his speech. You know they see no woman. They go China in the House of Parliament. When the president they give his speech, opening, you know they see woman they China they holler at the president, they sing against the president, they curse the president. But what they see they do that. Now man them, President you come 2023, victory to status. Only appointing ministers for the woman. This is a mere recommendation. We don't use man too much. Take today, the country with a struggle, transparency with a struggle. Look at the Nazi building where they build in Apollo. Now man then they tip the cement that they sell. Now man they tip the iron that they sell. If na woman they tap that project they don't done that project. The bill don't go to parliament or president you increase them. Where they pass that building, make most of even this redundancy where they can't do so. Most of the ministers the way they let be woman them. Yeah, they're Josephine Jackson. We want to see them as ministers in Freetown, capital city. Yes, because then when you give a position, then Jabaru mismanagement where they pass in a Freetown, it not go ever happen inside your administration. Where you give power to woman, now the country you don't give for let you help. So now me your recommendation that we don't use man there also this day today, man they still they make fake withdraw receipt
Too much.
them for the full money in a bank. Yes, but if na woman you go make as bank governor, well that money you say don't put time 50 years away Canada they need time because you know get nobody way they impress. But it go look after the country and it go look after the picking the way they pay fees for. Me na me a recommendation that for that year and deal with it also in the parliament.
The record is clear. Thank you very much. Sierra Leone, how we get for end the program? Madam Tenekbaga, what's your final message to the people then? From there, we close the program. Family, then a short program we host today. We go prepare for now. When this coming Saturday or Sunday morning salon time. We now also in the evening time to Australia time. Then we will come with current affairs. We'll get everything will count on Tona. But because we love now, and we will count this emergency program. We make sure we do it time we fit we. Where I believe say it also good for one. So when I share this message, yes, Madam Tenekbaka, what's in you find a message? You go see level from there. We close the program. You mute. You mute.
But spider then go Kailan. Until una no vote for we no go make the road for una. Kenama, una no dey vote for we no go give una good road. Like say na inside pocket they come out. In village be no dey raise them kind revenue then dey. But President Bill, he believe in national development. Now the president will can make that country because he knows say na a responsibility for bring good roads to in community, for bring clean water, for give quality education, for make sure say in people then get good health services na the community. President Bill, thank you, yeah. May God bless you, yeah. All the mammy cause wey dem dey cause, let them dey shame every day. Let them continuously dey shame, yeah. For the work wey they work, the sacrifice them wey they make. So to viewers then I tell una thank you, yeah. We'll come back Sunday, yeah. Current affairs, we can't keep the record straight again.
We go tell una tata.
Bye for now.
We go tell una tata. Me na Dima the Great, the SLPP Bobo. And DJ Force, you tell you people then tata.
Well, I
Until
mean,
we meet again.
DJ Force, the SLPP DJ, I tell Tata goodbye, and we'll meet back now. Current affairs. Thank you to all the listeners, and we are welcome to SLPP Weekly News. I tell everybody, thank you.
When I say Tata, we don't keep the record straight. Till we meet again, we will say bye bye.